Alright, this Ken with Dead and Hip Hop here at the listening session for fucking B.o.B, B.o.B's mixtape.
Say my mixtape better than your album. How come? Really, you was better off without one. Sideline haters, they can't tolerate the outcome. You the runner-up type, me they cannot outrun.
Got a chance to hear some dope tracks from it. Everything that I heard, shit sounded good, shit sounded dope.
Your wet ass down, come the fuck down some. Take a fucking volume, now DJ crank the volume. Tell her like, keep your head steady, I'm about done. Passed out, please don't wake me up into the outcome.
Just kind of give us like some, you know, real quick insight into like your thoughts in putting together this project and putting it out. Like, what was really the premise behind all that?
I think for me, you know, the thought process behind making this mixtape was just really not giving a fuck. I mean, it's very simple and direct. I was, you know, I was really compelled to just put out a project and say what I wanted to say, produce the type of music that I wanted to produce, you know, make the type of songs, make them as long as I want to. You know, I got skits and shit on there, and like, I just really had fun with it, you know what I mean? And it's the type of fun that sometimes as an artist you may let the thoughts of you know, fame and success, it may get into your circle too much.
I just want to begin by saying, you know, this mixtape, for me, this is my 9th mixtape. And you know, this for me is really getting back into what I started doing. And you know, over the years, you know, just over the past 8 mixtapes and the past 2 albums, I've shown people what I can do musically. I've shown people that I'm in a league of my own. There's not an artist that's doing what I'm doing. And so I'm at the point now where I've gone through enough where I'm just like, fuck 'em, we ball. I'm gonna do what I wanna do. And if you riding with me, then fuck 'em, we ball. And that's the whole meaning behind this, man. It's a universal understanding, you know what I'm saying? When you have a movement and you got a sound and you got something that you're building and you got something that you're trying to architect and you're building, you always gonna have motherfuckers who hate on your shit. And so therefore, hence comes the term, fuck 'em, we ball.
Getting back to the roots of the mixtapes that started everything from Cloud 9 to, you know, this is my 9th mixtape. You know, I put out 2 albums, so, you know, for me, you know, it's just like riding a bike now, but at the same time, you got to stay close to your root and to your core to be able to stay grounded throughout your whole career.
Yeah, I think that was one of the things that FIFA and I was talking about earlier, is that you've always been that type of artist. Like, you really are an artist, you know, in the game of hip hop. You've always done the type of music you've always wanted to do.
Yeah.
So, you know, and that was one of the things that he and I was talking about, that we respect out of you as an artist, because not a lot of people are really able to do that, you know.
Dropping Lord, there's a self-esteem. Death to my opponents, this is my crowded moment. The life we live, it can't be written, boy, you gotta own it. I'm feeling lethal, sipping brandy, that Moesha. You saw that buzz up because it's how to flow true.
What I'm doing is basically just bridging worlds together, man. Like, just, you know, it's a lot of things that I've seen in my career over the past couple of years that, you know, even prior to, you know, the success off of my first album, you know, it's a lot of things that I saw that opened my mind up. But after the first album, I really, you know, I really explored the world in a very detailed way. So, you know, just bringing all that back home, man, and just, you know, riding through my old neighborhood and just really reflecting on the fact that there are some people who've never even been inside an airport who don't know what that experience is like. And it's just, you know, you gotta keep that in mind when you're making music, and really just, you know, make music for people, man. You know what I mean? And that's really what I'm getting back in the groove of. So, you know, I had an amazing time making this project.
I'm in my zone, I'm feeling it. Stop blowing my buzz, quit killing it. So buy another round and try to shut us down. About an hour ago, but we still in this.